Hi, I'm Ali Young and I sail a laser radial on the British sailing team, and I'm going to talk a bit about hiking, go through some of my thoughts on hiking, and then some exercises you can do at home whilst everyone's in lockdown and that, to hopefully keep some of your hiking legs there. Firstly, why do we hike? Well, we hike to make the boat go faster in the breeze, but also that's not just about hiking, that's also about your boat technique. So that's how your timing, your sheeting, your steering, and if all those are off, then you'll waste a lot of energy with your hiking. But then hiking kind of break down into two bits. You've got leverage, which is about being able to maintain a good posture and maximum righting moment away from the centre line of the boat. And then you've got kinetics, which is about being able to connect with the boat and to put force into it at the right times to work it through the chop or in response to gusts. Equipment. I'm just going to run through some of the equipment which is useful for hiking. First off, got some hiking pads. These are Zyke ones. Lots of companies make them. Benefit of hiking pads, they give you a bit more elevation off the deck, which then helps with riding moment, and they help with the blood flow through the legs so they don't get so constricted and pressed into deck. So they're a must for hiking. And then the important thing, you've got boots on your hiking strap, and the important thing is the connection between those. So you want the two to grip each other well, so then you feel secure in the boat, and the kinetics that you put into it can translate into the boat. So toe strap wise, got a couple here. Got Zyke toe strap, which is pretty good and connects well with the grippy stuff there with their boots. Got another toe strap here, which is called by a Polish company, the Virus, and they've got what they've called Gecko grip on the back there, which is rubbery and is also actually really good with the Zyke boots. And obviously other companies make toe straps and stuff, but it's about making sure that the connection between the toe strap and your boot is good. Personally, I use the Zyke boots, and the Zyke 560 is my boot of choice. It's got a nice thin sole, which means that you can still feel the boat moving under your feet, which is also important for the downwinds and then the lighter airs. I do a slight modification to the boot, cut the back of it out, because when I'm hiking, feet are extended, pointed toes, and that just means there's no bulk at the back of your boot stopping you be able to point your toes and be in a good position for that. With the laser, then it's quite easy to adjust the length of the toe strap, and I'll go on later on to why that's important. With other classes like the Oppies, Toppers, Fevers, whatever, then you can still make some adjustment to the length of the toe strap because you've got elastics pulling the toe strap up from the deck. So how you tension those is going to affect slightly how tight or loose the strap is. I've got 2 points around styles. So that is the hiking style that fits your body shape, and then there's also the style that's best for the conditions that day. So following on from the stuff around the toe straps, you kind of, depending on the conditions, you might want a slightly looser or a slightly tighter strap. For instance, if it was particularly choppy or a very messy sea state and being connected to the boat was going to be really important, then you might run a slightly tighter toe strap so that you can really drive the kinetics into the boat and work the boat that way. Whereas if it was flatter water and it was more just about maximum righting moment, then you might go for a slightly looser toe strap so that you just get yourself a little bit more outboard and really kind of maximise the leverage there. Personal style in the boat, so that varies a little, varies quite a bit. It depends on a little bit on where you've got your strengths, like you've got really strong quads, really strong core, a little bit on your height, as well. Are you long-legged, short-bodied, kind of stuff like that? And they're so it's not there's not a this is a way to hike. There's a variety of ways to hike depending on your body shape and stuff. So to give some examples, Tom Slingsby, when he sailed lasers, and Marek Baumeister now, they both sail with their feet quite far apart when they're hiking, which gives them, when they do kinetics, gives them a lot more power through those kinetics, I think. But you need to be quite strong in your adductors and through your hips and stuff to be able to maintain that position in the boat. Then a little bit, depending on height. If you take the radial class, then I'm one of the taller people. But then you've got people like Tuula Tenkanen from Finland, who's about 15 centimetres shorter than me. So obviously she can't sail with the kind of tight toe strap that I'd sail with. She sails with a much looser toe strap, just to give her some more righting moment. If you look around online, then you can find lots of videos of sailing, of laser sailing, fin sailing, and I'm sure of many other classes, which can give you examples of how people in those classes are hiking. Just thinking from the lasers, probably on the World Sailing YouTube or whatever. Then events where we had some breeze, like kind of Miami 2017, Aarhus 2018, Perth 2011. If there's any footage from back there, you might be able to find some footage of Tom Slingsby in his hiking style. So yeah, have a look online, see what you can find, see what you can observe to be the differences between different hiking styles, and then you can take that into your sailing. Okay, now I'm going to chat around hiking benches and try to show some bits around hiking posture. But first off, if you've got a hiking bench at home, great, you can crack on with your hiking whilst you're off the water. If you've not got a hiking bench, then you can probably be a bit creative. Maybe if you use a Swiss ball and something to block your feet under, or a chair, maybe that would work. If you Google online dead rock laser, then that gives you instructions for how you can build a hiking bench out of wood. So if you've got some resources and a little bit of time there, then maybe that's a little project you could do. But now I'm going to go on to the hiking bench and show some examples of kind of good technique, hopefully, and a few things to avoid. So first off, I sail with flex feet, pretty internally rotated, kind of pretty straight legs, and that's how I've hiked for quite a while. So the muscles have developed into that. So if you're going to make a change to your hiking technique or your hiking style, then it needs to take some time because you need to build strength in the right areas. So here we go. So feet are quite pointed down, rotated inwards as well, which I'm sure is terrible for your ankles. Got pretty even load between the back of the calf and the back of the hamstring here, and then keeping the glutes lifted, shoulders back, and then you're able to work into the boat. You can move around, and you're nicely connected to the boat, and it's all pretty solid. But things we want to avoid with the hiking is if rather than being pointed with your feet, you're quite bent, then that puts your, so if we're nice and pointed, then it kind of pushes our legs into a straighter position. As soon as we bend that, we're putting bend into our legs here, which one puts a lot of load into your knees, which is not going to be great for them. But also, it puts your ass down. Your ass is going to be splashing through all the waves and stuff. So you can be like this, or you can be like this, and straight legs helps lift the glutes. And also in this position, you can have the body down, and simply, and at times you can use that to kind of really push through and press through the boat. But yes, like I said, if you've got a lot of chop going on, then you're gonna be splashing through that. And some of the things that that can cause you to be in that kind of position is if you've got the toe strap really loose, then you can't be secure on the front foot, so you hook your feet under it more, and that's what causes it to be in that position. Just give a little example here. Do a little adjustment to the toe strap. Got a little bolt here. There we go. So if we go quite extreme on this, so now pretty loose, but effectively we've gone too loose. We're not getting extra leverage anymore. We're just creating leg bend because we tried to go too far out, and we've not got the quad strength to keep in that position. The feet are having to hook up to stay connected into the toe strap, and it's not a position from where you can work kinetics into the boat. You're just kind of quite loose there. Alternatively, if you've gone, if you've gone too tight with a toe strap, then what if you've gone too tight with a toe strap, then what you'll find in the boat is you've got a lot of pressure through the calf. Like you can really see that pushing down into what would be the deck here. It also actually forces your legs to be more bent because you've kind of just created a really harsh angle there, and for a short time it's alright, but you're kind of restricting the blood flow up the legs there, and just making it, and just not being able to be as effective in hiking the boat. So those are a few examples of kind of different postures and stuff in the boat, which hopefully gives you a bit of a picture of some things to look for and how you want it to feel in the boat. Okay, land exercises. So these are going to be a few examples of exercises that you can do if you've not got access to a hiking bench, which should hopefully keep you a little bit hiking fit for when you do get back out on the water. But obviously you've got coaches and physical trainers probably that you can speak to will have a much better idea about this stuff than anything I say. So listen to them. But first off, so some of the key muscles in hiking are the quads. So some of the exercises you can do for those, you can do wall sits, which are exactly as it says on the tin. Go and sit up against the wall, kind of 90-degree angle with the knees that you can't really see there, and you could do it on one leg. You could maybe find some heavy stuff, fill some Coke bottles with stones to give you some weights to hold on to, and you can do that for time, or you could do squat holds, hold in the bottom position, like 5-10 seconds, and rep out some of those. Another muscle that's important, it's easily to neglect, is the tib ant, which is kind of the muscle down the chin here. So if you've not been hiking in a while and you get back in the boat and it feels like your foot's being ripped off, that's generally because this has gotten a little bit weak. So what you can do to build some strength, keep some strength in that, is got an elastic band here. So put that around the foot, and then we pulling up against that as some resistance, and you can either do that for holds or for reps. But you should get a nice burn in the tib ant there when you're doing that well. Glutes and hamstrings also pretty important. One, glutes, so you can get those going and keep your ass out of the water, and the hamstrings because muscles work in pairs, and so you've got your hamstrings working with your quads and stuff. So what you can do for those, you can do like glute bridges. So on the floor, then lifting up the glutes. You could use a band, pull a band down so you've got some resistance there, or you could do it on one leg, knocking out some reps and keeping some load there, which would be good. And obviously the core really important, so you can keep that good upper body posture, keep your upper body out hiking for as long as possible. So I mean, there's a whole host of things that are gonna work your abs and give you a good burn. So anything that does that is probably doing a good job, to be fair. But here's a couple. We've got V sits, so either holding that position or doing some reps, and then obviously another one of the classics, the old plank. So if you do that, you take an arm off, leg off, put some load on your back, just anything that creates a bit of burn in the abs. And as long as you're doing stuff consistently through the week and over time, then you'll keep something, be able to maintain some of the areas and the muscles that are going to be important when you are back hiking. Hopefully some of that has been useful, and enjoy seeing what you can do to keep yourself some hiking stimulus whilst you're off the water, and then being able to see what that looks like when you get back in the boat.